is called a Hell in a Cell, a Rage in a Cage, Penis in Uranus. The only thing that matters is that The Rock is going in this Sunday night to do exactly what he does best, lay it to smack it down, and get back The Rock's WWF title. And the fact of the matter is this, is that The Rock knows this Sunday night he has his work cut out for him. The Rock knows he's got 5 other guys he's got to compete with. And even if The Rock has got to beat Kurt Angle, which means I'm going to drink a big glass of milk, eat some chocolate chip cookies, and then maybe I'll take 3 Viagra. Or maybe The Rock is going to face Rikishi. Beat Rikishi. I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. I did it. Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty. Or maybe The Rock has got to beat Triple H himself, which means he's got to beat the game in the middle of the ring. And he has a $2 for a wife.
Oh, my.
Or maybe The Rock has got to beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, which means I gotta get in my pickup truck, drink some Steve Weisers, listen to some Backstreet Boys.
What? Backstreet Boys?
And that's the bottom line, because the great one said so.
Timing's gonna be off.
Don't laugh at me. I missed the click.
So do I.
Oh my god. I might leave that in there. Hello and welcome everyone to the Marks Review. Hell in the Cell or a Cell, depending on where you came from.
Or what your deranged mind thinks.
2016. All right. This is the Marks and Friend.
Yeah, I like it. The Marks and Friend.
Now I get my own name.
Yep.
Marks and Friend.
Yep. It's like Coon and Friends.
Coon and Friends. My Mysterion?
Yes, exactly. Wasn't like Kenny, Kenny. That's Kenny, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Mysterion, yeah.
Over my head.
All right.
But anyways, back to Hell in the Cell.
Kenny's the poor kid, you know.
Dies a lot.
Dies a lot, comes back to life.
Right.
That's his power.
Okay, yep, I remember that.
Die and come back a lot. Okay, let's talk about the matches. What the fuck? This isn't South Park.
Yes, not South Park review.
Should be. That'd be pretty sweet. So we have a very historic Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
Or a cell.
Wow. Yes. Seriously, every time. Yep, we have the Women's Championship match closing the night.
And being in a hell in a cell.
Yep, there you go. And we actually debated about this on our Let's Play predictions because I said that was going to open the night, and it was the United States Championship that opened.
Yep.
So,
yeah, and I told you, the internet doesn't lie, man. Internet kept talking
Never.
He kept talking about it, and that was going to happen. So we start off with Rusev, the Bulgarian Brute, versus Reigns in their Hell in the Cell. First thing I note was that Rusev came out with his Us Champ.
Yeah, I like that, especially for losing, ultimately.
Yeah, he brought back Us Champ.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
What do you think, Mike?
I think that this match was horrible, to be honest with you. Just because Rusev destroyed Roman Reigns for like a half hour, and then all of a sudden he powers out of a
yeah, you're pretty
camel
close.
clutch.
24 minutes.
It's over.
Yeah, no, that sums that match up. Next match was
That's kind of all my notes. I said I put old school babyface crowd because early in the match they were cheering for Reigns for the most part.
No, they weren't.
It was kind of
you weren't listening very well.
No,
they were doing the Cena thing to both of them.
Yeah, they had the Cena thing.
Let's go Roman. Roman sucks. They were doing that.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that.
Let's go Rusev. Rusev sucks.
Yeah, but then that was like the very, very beginning part of the match, and then they were cheering Reigns, doing the USA chants, which that most of those have been pretty much, unless it's Lana talking, you don't really get the USA chants too much anymore.
You didn't see Lex Luger in the crowd, dude? That's why they're chanting USA. Come on.
The Lex Express pulled up.
In his wheelchair.
Yeah. Hobbled his
That's
ass.
what Sasha rolled up in the Lex Express.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
didn't even notice.
And they were kind of cheering a lot of the stuff he was doing early, and then eventually they kind of went back into it, and they started booing him a little bit more, and it was kind of weird. And they, I was trying to note the type of weapons that they used, just to see if anything would happen throughout the night. Nothing, not a whole lot. I hated the kendo stick spot where Rusev was repeatedly hitting Roman Reigns with the kendo stick with a chest protector.
Yeah.
Basically with his vest. And then Reigns just decides to break out of it and hit him with a clothesline or some shit.
Can I say D'Lo Brown wants his gimmick back?
No kidding.
Hey, it worked, right? I remember hearing a couple fans actually cheering for Roman, so I made the joke that Reigns' family in the front row. This was like 5 people.
See, I told
Let's
you.
go Roman! Cole has problems with saying Rusev and Roman, who's who, because they're R's. It's like, oh, and Reigns hits Reigns with a whatever the drive-by thing is, and oh, I mean Rusev, and he just kept having to correct
This wasn't
himself.
the first time, too.
Oh, he does it a lot.
Yeah, he's always had problems with that.
And
He always has problems.
And I do like how both these guys have almost the same facial haircut, the same haircut. They have the same colors on right now.
Yeah.
It's like they're supposed to be
Opposites.
or something, but they're exactly the same.
yeah, pretty much.
So it was an okay match. I thought the ending was kind of cool with the chain across his face.
Yeah.
And doing the accolade on the stairs.
Yeah, that was a cool spot. Then when it went into Reigns kind of powering out of it, giving him the Samoan drop onto it, to me that seemed like Reigns was should have been hurt more.
Yeah, because he's landing on the edges of the steps.
Right, on each of them, and Rusev got a nice flat
surface.
and then of course Rusev, instead of rolling off, he stands on top of it for the spear.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that small section of stairs, and
right?
That big motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm gonna inch
exactly.
my way.
Let me stand up perfectly. Yeah, so it was a cool visual, but I don't know, it's just random.
I don't understand how you take a chain across the face and then all of a sudden, nobody's cheering for you, not Hogan style. Like, how do you get all this power all of a sudden to get out of this accolade, and then all of a sudden, I got a spear? This had no logical sense. Whoever came up with this match is an idiot in the back, because that had, no psychology at all to the end of the match.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. I feel like Reigns is just a part of this. It's probably a mixture of him and the guys in the back who piece it together. They're like, oh, this will be great. We'll make you look superhuman, but it just kind of makes these stupid spots.
It's like they expect people to start cheering at this point.
Right.
And then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. Like, they expect these spots, something the fans will interact with.
Right.
And nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
Or he gets booed.
Yeah.
So it
pretty
just
much.
looks stupid.
And, yeah, no one cares. And they're like, well, that was dumb.
Yeah, it's supposed to be these really cool moments, and it's not. It falls flat every time. Roman Reigns is going to have a huge uphill battle to ever get cheered, if he ever gets cheered again. He might have to go to, TNA or something.
I don't even think then. It's going to take... They're going to have to change the psychology they want to put into the matches and stop with the Superman type build, because even...
John Cena...
Yeah, but Cena has even kind of surpassed that a little bit, and he still has it somewhat, but people just boom because that's what you do. But this, like we've had the arguments before about Roman Reigns, but this uphill battle just keeps growing, I feel like, for him.
Yep.
So, anyways, he retains.
I will say he's gotten a lot better in the ring, but just the spot calling for that guy, because it's not them who puts the matches together. It's some agent in the back. Can they not see that the dude's not over? Can they not realize that the dude is not getting with the crowd? They're not going to get the John Cena pump up type of reaction for him, the Hogan reaction that they want for him. So you need to do something else to get him out of those type of spots instead of making him look like an idiot.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely their fault. That is the faulty part of the whole situation, is that I think in ring he does a good job. He has decent moves. I think some of the psychology, though, is what kills it sometimes. He'll act really tough and do this kind of, hair flip and diesel kind of fucking thing where he'll look like he's going to be a straight up badass and just keep punching you. Power move. Right. But then the beginning of this match starts, and it looks like they're going to start a chain wrestling match. Like they're circling each other, putting their hands out and stuff. These are two guys that are supposed to be smash mouth. They should just come straight out and start fucking spearing and punching each other and rolling.
Kind of like how the final Hell in the Cell match ended up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something similar to that. But no, instead they're kind of like, almost looks like they're going to chain wrestle. Like they're going to lock up and they're waiting for the shake and he's going to throw him into the turnbuckle and it's like, oh.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. And I do agree that it's probably more so the agents in the back because there are certain things that Reigns does that do make sense. I'll go back to his kickouts. If you notice, as the match progresses, which I love, is he has kind of the harder kickouts early in there, and it'll be like a quick 2. And then as the match progresses, he barely gets his shoulder up. It's almost kind of like a rollover type of kick out, and he doesn't kick his legs or anything like that, and it's at 2 7/8.
Yeah,
or,
he has
whatever.
great kickouts.
So,
I give him that.
But I think that fits into the psychology of like, okay, this is what I can do, but then the spots that he's given are just, they don't make sense.
They're supposed to be fan participation, and they don't happen. And instead of them realizing what's going on, they keep doing it.
Right.
And it's going to kill the guy's career.
Yeah, pretty much. Then we got Bailey and Dana Brooke. Bailey goes over on Dana.
Yep.
Very excited 8-year-old at my house.
Very sad 8-year-old?
Excited.
Excited.
Oh, I was like, wow.
loves
Dana
Bailey.
Brooke, yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at other things while this match was going on. So,
Yeah.
showing some shame.
Just Google Dana Brooke and,
Yeah.
different things come up.
Can't believe Dolph Ziggler's hitting that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dana Brooke?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Get Instagram, bro. Or look her up
I
on
think
Instagram.
Kat's got your tongue, man.
And then the club goes over on Enzo and Cass.
How dare you just go over that like that? They're not jobbers anymore, okay? They
Yeah.
won for once.
Ooh, Enzo and Cass. Oh. I feel like Enzo and Cass are jobbers.
That match was awful.
Bullet Club.
Yeah. I don't know.
It was so poorly put together, and I don't. It's got to be the WWE style, man. Gallows looks fucking retarded when he is in the ring. Like he's just waiting for these spots, or he's getting punched by a little midget with a fucking messed up hairdo, and he just act like he's staggering.
Fucker, he's about as tall as I am.
Like I said, some fucking midget with a fucked up hairdo. And
How dare you?
and he's hitting him, and he's doing these juke and jive things, and he's punching him, and he's going down to a knee, and he just looks terrible with the selling because he knows he can't be selling this shit. Punching him.
It's the WWE style. Well, I even made the joke that how much I love Cass and Enzo, and they do some of the things that are so cringeworthy to me, which is that like over the top selling, juking and jiving type thing, where he even does the little dance of like, oh, I'm still gonna hit you, and then he gets it, and he does the wind up, which for most people, it's entertaining. So, and I like these guys, but for most people, it's so cringeworthy, and you're kind of like, what the fuck? and it's the stuff that I usually hate. So it absolutely is the WWE style, but
Enzo's the new road dog. Like, he can talk, but he's not that great in the ring.
I was just thinking that when he was talking about the juke and jiving. Like, I remember the fucking road dog shit.
Right.
Where he used to, like, shimmy his shoulders and do the nut grab before he would punch someone.
Yeah. And then it would just be a single punch. And then they would, like, over the top sell it.
Yeah. It was just making me think that. And then Billy Gunn was the enforcer, the big guy, and Cass is the big guy.
Yeah.
Well, Cass isn't as good as Billy Gunn.
Oh, fuck no.
So it falls apart.
Billy Gunn is number one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love him.
He's the one.
That's what it was. He's the one.
I know. I was trying to think of that, too.
I couldn't remember what it was. I knew it had one in it.
The one Billy Gunn, bro.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. That's why we have him on this show.
Yep, exactly. Helps us out a little bit.
Next, we have Kevin Owens versus the Cat and the Hell in the Cell match.
We have another guest with us, ladies and gentlemen.
My cat wants attention.
So it's Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal title.
As Corey Graves said, the prestigious WWE Universal title.
Yeah, I like how they're still
He's
trying
a
to
heel,
build
man.
it.
He's got a fucking...
He's so awesome.
He is.
He's very Bobby the Heenan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the shit he was saying in this was making me laugh. I missed some things, and Matt would reiterate what he said. I'm like, of course he would say that. So this match for me was match of the night until the final match. I really enjoyed this one, this Hell in the Cell. It was definitely easily better than the first Hell in the Cell. And I didn't mind how many cell matches they had. They spread them out pretty good. They were all kind of different. I think Rusev and Reigns got screwed because they didn't get to do a whole lot.
Yeah, but they had the longest match.
Right. I was noticing that when I looked at the times. I'm like, damn, like Mike was spot on. It was basically Rusev beating the shit out of Reigns for half an hour, and then Reigns goes over at the end. Like it was pretty basic and kind of boring. But yeah, I really like this match. They use different weapons. The fire extinguisher they use in a way that I haven't seen before, where they kind of spray the ref, then the other ref has to come in and it leaves the gate wide open. I kind of thought that was cool.
Y2J was the most over guy in that whole match, though, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, for your Universal Champion and the number one contender, I guess.
Yeah, when they're chanting "stupid idiot"
Right.
over and over again.
And when the gate got open, Y2J, Y2J.
Right. Yeah, they knew.
I actually thought, because, obviously the fans have a better perspective of what's going on than we did. I actually thought this was a spot. You can tell it was intentionally done to get the gate open, right? Mm-hmm. And I was actually saying, oh shit, is this the way them to get the gate open so they could go on top of the cage?
Right.
Is what I was leading to.
Yeah.
So, little backstory on that is Matt and I noticed in the first cell match with Rusev and Reigns how close the cell was to the ring and how much space there was to the outside to the barricade, when usually it kind of bumps up against it. And you could tell how narrow it was, and the stairs were completely, but there wasn't like any room on the outside. So we were wondering how they were going to utilize that. And then that's where this kind of came into play, where we're like, okay, this has to be where they go to the top, or some start fighting on the outside, which that mystery gets solved a little bit later.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be room for a stretcher. That's what I was saying.
Yep.
There's room for a stretcher. Someone's going to have a big spot, and that's kind of what I thought it was going to be for. It ultimately never quite happened like that. So why they closed off the room that much... Still quite sure why.
Well, they needed a little bit of room for when Sasha was working her way to the front of the gate, and that.
But there's still enough room for her to crawl.
But she walked all the way there, basically, and collapsed.
Yeah, she collapsed right in front of the
right, but
entrance.
But if it was the classic style type cell that bumped right up against the barricade, she wouldn't have been able to do that. They would have to leave the cell up,
Which they should have done.
Do they really go that close to the barricade?
From what I remember, it would bump up right next to it. I thought even the Mick Foley one, where it was all the way, because it seemed like, and even in some of the random ones, like, I don't know, the McMahons against DX, I felt that there was a lot of room on the outside, maybe because there were so many people in that match, because I think they had the Spirit Squad maybe or something in that one. But I feel like for the most part they've always had it where it pretty much covered the entire inner part of where the ring is, and then around the ring, and it would bump up pretty close to the barricade, and then they could utilize that entire outside part. So unless they left the cell up, she wouldn't have been able to work her way back through. And then do I guess they could have raised it, maybe put her on a stretcher and wheeled her out a different way.
Foley.
Yeah. So maybe something like that, or maybe it was too close to Foley. Because we actually thought that, not to get too far ahead, but that maybe Sasha and Charlotte were going to go on top, and they teased it a couple times too.
Yeah. So what match were we talking about? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens match. Yeah, and then Y2J comes out. I thought he was utilized pretty well. He had a little bit of trouble with the lock.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Yeah. Trying to lock it back up. I think Kevin Owens ultimately ended up fucking helping him lock it. I don't know. It was funny.
Yeah.
And then he locked the chain like with a huge gap. Like the door could almost open. Like, and Seth Rollins' skinny ass could easily squeeze out the fucking gate.
Did anybody else notice he was wearing the old school Triple H tights?
No, only you looked at his ass.
Who was?
No, like the writing, like the old school, like original Triple H tights. Freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
Oh, like Hunter Hearst Helmsley tights.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not.
Like I said, I don't look at his dick or ass.
I just thought it was like a tribute, not a tribute, but like a weird thing to Triple H or something. That something was gonna happen with Hunter.
Yeah. Well, he uses the pedigree. There you go.
That's true.
Maybe he thought I would actually beat somebody now if he wore the pants.
Yeah.
It doesn't beat anybody.
Yeah, well, it seems like the next feud is going to be Rollins and Y2J, so maybe I'll go around that
And
one.
Mike was wrong. Jericho's not leaving. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're building into this. He's still here.
I guess.
Maybe they're trying to keep the momentum with him. Because if you look at, like you said, he was the most over person in that match. And he's been kind of one of the most over people, if not the most over person on Raw. each segment that everyone's looking forward to. So maybe they're just keeping the momentum. They said delay your Fozzy tour. here's more money.
Maybe they told him he'll get the belt soon. I don't know.
That would be awesome if they put it on Y2J's old ass.
And then he retired.
Yeah.
And that way they can get a new belt.
Yeah.
Yes, that's perfect.
That Universal belt was so ugly.
What'd you think of the match, Mike?
I thought it was really good. I think Owens is really good and Rollins is really good. It's two Ring of Honor guys doing what Ring of Honor guys do, and that's still the show. I don't know. I don't think they needed Jericho. I think it helped, but I think it took away from the fact that it was the two of them in a cell. But I understand where they're going with it. But I think it should have just been Owens versus Rollins.
Yeah, I think it made it different than the other two, having Y2J come out, having the opening, the gate open. The problem that I've always felt with this pay-per-view in years past, ever since they made it its own pay-per-view, is when they have multiple cell matches, they all kind of feel the same. And I felt they did a great job at kind of differing the three of them. Yeah, you have the women's match, which is different in its own, but it always makes you wonder, okay, there's no blood. There's only a select amount of weapons that they could possibly use, so how can they make it different? And I thought they did a good job, and that's, to me, that's what Y2J, the addition of him, allowed, is as kind of a different take, so it didn't feel exactly the same. It didn't feel like pretty much the same match between Rollins and Owens, because they put on great matches, other than, with the exception of a few spots, they would, they kind of feel pretty much redundant, kind of. And you did have like Rollins throwing Kevin Owens to the table with that crazy powerbomb.
Right. Yeah, and I noted down when I saw that Owens using the ab roller, because he fucking worked himself back up.
Yeah.
Or did I say Rollins? Owens.
Owens, yeah.
I think Owens. I meant to say Owens if I said Rollins or not. Yeah. Owens using an ab roller, because, man, he crunched his way up. He fought that beer gut, and he crunched himself all the way back up into the fucking spot, because Owens was holding on for dear life. It's like,
I thought Rollins' back was about to go out.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's going to be hilarious if it comes out on Monday Night Raw. He has like a back injury.
Yeah, a lower back injury.
Yeah. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 months.
The only part I hated about that spot is then once Rollins goes out and picks up KO, he rolls him in. Instead of giving him a pin, he gets up and gives him a frog splash and then pins him. So that didn't really make sense to me. I'm like, why? You didn't think the tables was enough? You thought
you have to throw your $150 ass on top of him?
Yeah.
Well, Jericho came in there right after that, and like he had enough time to come back, kind of a thing. I think is what the psychology there was.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Was this kind of a delay to get Jericho in position better?
Yeah, but it didn't fit well for me, because if you're trying to win, you'd think, okay, this is gonna do it. You'd roll him in. What should have happened is he rolled him in, got a 2 count. Then got up, frog splash, and then that's when Jericho, by that time, would have worked his way around. Because I think he was even kind of speeding around there, like, oh, fuck, I'm out of this position, and then pulled the ref out.
Anybody else notice that Owens went for the package pile driver, too?
Yeah, I saw that.
And the crowd freaking exploded.
Package pile driver.
Yeah, the one where he folds them up and then tucks their legs under.
His old finisher.
I didn't hear the crowd go off. It was like dead.
They went nuts. What?
Okay. We're gonna have to input that audio here somewhere.
Your TV's louder than ours, I guess. For all you ladies out there and Mike, you could see Jericho's butt crack when he gets picked up for the power bomb.
Oh my gosh!
Because he's wearing.
You know what's funny? Kylie says, "I see his butt crack, Daddy."
Perfect.
It was a night for ladies and Mike, and men later on, and Mike.
Exactly.
I'm not gay, but my 2 boyfriends are. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Never mind. I'm not going to turn this into some fucking gay chat line.
Anyways, so the match was good. Kevin Owens wins with the powerbomb on the steel chairs, which that was a pretty cool spot.
I thought it was a way better match than the Clash of Champions match that they had a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
That one was kind of disappointing to me because I was really excited for that one. And I thought it was a little lackluster in its results. But this one definitely...
Didn't we give that match of the night, though?
Yeah.
Because Clash of Champions sucked.
All right, fair enough.
But sucks in general.
Yeah, it has. It's 3 hours of nonsense.
Besides Jericho and Owens, there's not much to watch.
We get Enzo every once in a while.
I guess Goldberg getting booed in Brock Lesnar's hometown.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, not when he first came out. I was actually really surprised with the warm welcome he got. It's gonna be great when they go to Canada. After basically destroying their hometown hero. Too bad it's not in Calgary.
Yeah, Goldberg's promo there was making me laugh. I was waiting for Hawk to come out, or no, Animal, because every time he was talking, it sounded like Hawk from fucking old school. But just every time he kept doing that shit, I was like, what the fuck, is Hawk back from the dead? I'm like, fucking, he still looks like he has the cocaine habit, but
wow.
Then Goldberg looks like 3 times smaller. Right? He's tiny.
Goldberg's gonna die.
I was wondering if they're gonna have a shoot match, because Goldberg's all bragging about his Muay Thai and shit.
If he tries to shoot with Brock Lesnar, he's gonna die.
If he gets taken down, yeah. But if you think
that's all he needs.
If you think about it, if they're actually gonna go at it, just plant a knee as he comes in. Brock's not going to expect it.
I guess. Mark Hunt's a bat would kick Goldberg's ass, and he couldn't do it.
A baseball bat couldn't beat Goldberg? What?
No, Mark Hunt. Tried to beat him.
Oh, that was steroids.
Couldn't do it. Oh, my God, yeah.
Right. And Mark Hunt is not your pinnacle fucking fighter from the UFC. He can knock the shit out of someone, and that's about it.
And a 6-year-old man is?
50 years old.
Whatever.
Hey, he said, I'm just saying, if his so-called new Muay Thai background is legit in some manner, he could catch him with a knee coming in.
Right.
It would be interesting.
That would be awesome. Even if they kind of had an agreement between themselves, but not the rest, like everyone else. I'm sure they... Yeah. Actually, I don't think you can fire Brock Lesnar, so that would be perfect.
Yeah, he's all on promos cussing his ass off, and they just beep it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he blades at WrestleMania. Or actually, no, he got cut the hard way, right?
Yeah, he's always been hard way. I don't think he knows how to blade.
You might be right.
He just goes hard way every time.
Yeah.
I like how he never... Oh, wait. He did bleed. Never mind. I was about to say he never bled in the UFC, but he did bleed. That's right. Against Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
If he only bleeds in wrestling.
And Carwin.
Did he bleed in Carwin?
Yeah, Carwin beat his ass until Carwin gassed.
Yeah, I know he beat his ass, but I just don't remember if he got blood or not.
I think he was bleeding.
I know he was bleeding out of his dick after the Overeem fight.
Wow.
Because he got kicked straight in the fucking liver. All right, so next we had Sheamus Cesaro versus
there's a cruiserweight match that we didn't write down.
Yeah, there's a cruiserweight match in there. D. Brian Kendrick is the cruiserweight champion.
Okay, moving on. So then we have
Cesaro and Sheamus versus the New Day. I don't think the cruiserweight match was before this one.
Well, I thought that's what we confirmed before we started recording.
Maybe it was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Positive.
This is like the Titanic, my friends.
Moving on.
It was good to speak with you.
Oh man! So then we have Sasha and Charlotte.
No, let's talk about the Sheamus match for a second.
I thought we were just blowing through it.
So you guys missed the pre-game, right? Pre-show.
Yeah.
Well, they sat down and talked to Todd Grisham, but I don't know what the new guy's name is, but the Todd Grisham of now. And they pretty much were heels.
Todd Pettengill.
They're making fun of him.
They make fun of everybody though.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was very heelish to me. I think they're gonna turn them pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I don't know. They're way too over. That would be like Austin trying to go heel. Oh wait.
Yeah. Well, real quick on the Sheamus match, I actually did kind of like the ending. It was a kind of a lackluster match. Sheamus looks sluggish and slow.
Yeah, and I really like the way that Sheamus wrestles, but he was half-assing in this.
But I did like the ending where they had him in the sharpshooter. Xavier Woods is in the sharpshooter, and Sheamus is out there beating the shit out of New Day with the trombone.
Oh man, that was so awesome.
He hit Big E. That thing was so fucking loud, man. He just nailed him. And then he goes to swing at Kofi. Kofi dodges, hits him with an enziguri. And that causes the DQ right when Xavier's tapping. So I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, clever ending. But like you said, it was kind of a lackluster match. It's weird that they threw these two teams together so quickly. Because we were talking about maybe Royal Rumble, and then they would meet.
There's no tag teams on Raw. They did this fucking brand split, and now they're dying for talent.
Well, there are tag teams.
They're trying their best not to poach the shit out of NXT. Yeah. And dry that thing up. Because that's probably the only thing that's making money.
The Revival. That's who's their next.
Oh, that's what they're going to do. They're going to revive the Raw tag team.
Oh, I like it. Well, they got to lose the tag team titles on NXT first.
Because American Alpha did so well on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh, they're still sort of kind of not really in it.
Not at all. They barely make the pre-show.
Well, they're always in those. They're always in that amazing 8-man tag.
Yeah, with that faggot Mojo Rawley. I fucking hate that guy.
Beep. Oh, my sensor was a little late.
Whatever. No one listens to this shit.
We have 51 subscribers, bro. All right.
What the fuck are you talking about? What subscribers to what?
To this show. 51 people listen to this.
How do you know that?
I made it up.
Oh, okay. One in every state, huh?
Yeah.
No, it's fuck all 52 states. Gosh. Don't you
And
listen
maybe a
to
person in
Insane Clown
Canada.
Posse?
Oh my god.
What a great episode.
I was just listening to Aerosmith today and it reminded me of Armageddon. And now this is reminding me of Armageddon again.
Perfect.
Just that meteor and that look that Bruce Willis has on his face before he blows himself up. That's the look on my face right now.
If only you could see it.
Oh, god damn it. So next is Sasha versus Charlotte in the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match and main event.
Yeah, that finishes. Like I said, you're right. I had it backwards the other way. Rightfully so. I'm glad that they put this on last. After they kind of went back to the well, but once they put Sasha and Charlotte in the Trish Stratus and Lita realm of, okay, you're going to close a Raw, and that match was awesome. The emotion, everything. I love that. That's actually, we were contemplating on even doing this pay-per-view. We're running out of hosting memory. We're cheap. We're on a budget. But that was one of the reasons that I wanted to, because I knew this match was going to be great, and I'm glad they put it on last. I liked the psychology that they told in this. Sasha got a great entrance as the champion. She kind of got her NXT Brooklyn type entrance with the whatever car she came out in.
Cadillac.
Yeah, Cadillac, thank you. And then the way that they had the trash talking before the match started, the ref had to separate them. Well, like we mentioned earlier, that's kind of how the Rusev and Reigns match should have gone, at least started. And then I'm glad when they were standing there and they're lowering the cell, it looked kind of stupid to me. So I'm glad it ultimately went the way that it did, because you could tell that Charlotte, when they showed the replay, that Charlotte was like frustrated, like, come on, let's start this match. And Sasha was kind of building herself into it a little bit, and then Charlotte attacks her. So I thought that was great, because that would have been horrible if they are both just standing there after they started the way that they did with the shit talking, and they get separated, and then they're both like, okay, let's just stand here and watch this cell lower.
Yeah. I thought it turned out pretty well, especially when he hits her. Yeah, once again, check out that YouTube video where this guy breaks down how how Charlotte is actually a dude. It's one of the funniest videos you'll ever hear. You could tell this guy is a virgin living in his basement.
Oh, man.
Like he's never seen a female figure before in his life. So just the fact that she has shoulders and really no hips, ban. And he's like, I got proof. Let's look at this roll up. You can see her balls sticking out. It's a hilarious video. You gotta find it. It's great. It's a great video. The guy's completely fucking insane. So it's a great video. I love that shit. So whenever we're talking about Charlotte as a man, that's what I'm referencing. I don't actually think she's a man yet.
Yeah. The jury's still out. I even noted when they were doing the replay, the cell was lowering, and it continued to lower and didn't stop just because Charlotte attacked Sasha. So it made it perfect when Sasha rolls underneath the cell, and that's why the cell stopped. And then it allows them to kind of fight on the outside a little bit. So good start off to the match.
To me, when they were both looking up at the cage, I think it was more like, oh my god, we're really here. This is the moment that we waited for our whole lives. And then Charlotte realized, oh shit, I gotta attack her because that's the only way I'm gonna get her. So I gotta take this cheap shot now. But as that moment, because to me it wasn't stupid that they were just standing there looking up at the cage. I think it was like them acknowledging that this moment is bigger than them. That's how I've portrayed it in my mind.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. It just, for as far as like how the match was starting when Sasha came out and she was kind of taunting and getting in the face of Charlotte, and then they get separated and they're just going to stand there in like a perfect pose. That was kind of the weird part. Maybe I could have accepted it a little bit more had they backed into like corners and they're trying to take in the moment a little bit. But it was definitely a cool moment, especially for closing a pay-per-view, which I'm pretty sure is the first time that that's ever happened. First time that their two women are in a cell, and they did a fantastic job. This for me was match of the night.
Definitely. my daughters all week have been asking me, when's Hell in a Cell, Daddy? When's Hell in a Cell? Because to see women athletes come from bra and panty matches from our day to now, it's pretty amazing. And that my daughters have figures now that they can look up to and not just Stratus taking off her clothes and stuff when we were little. But I liked it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, there's definitely there are parts in this, and we've even some people, my wife mainly, has said that we can tend to be a little misogynistic, and I flat out told her, I said, if they give us something, we'll shit on a men's match too.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not misogyny. We make fun of them. So we make fun of them in a way that it may be misogynistic toward women, but it's not. It's degrading. That's what we're doing. We're degrading them like we do the men, because the men suck too.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was so glad to see the match when they closed Raw, and then this one. And one thing that Matt was getting kind of pissed off about during the match was the official.
I get it, man. Fucking A, I get it. It's a women's match. Maybe this guy's super overprotective. I don't know, but fuck every spot, man.
Yeah.
He's down in there. You can't see the chicks' faces. You can't see their reactions. They're fucking working on selling and stuff, and this ref is in their face the whole time on every major spot. Not even the major spots, even some of the minor spots.
Right. He's
in their face every fucking time.
And early in the match, when you first brought it up and it was bothering you, it wasn't bothering me. And it seemed like he was catering a little bit more to Sasha. So I thought that was a part of the match. And then the match progressed a little bit, and he was doing it with Charlotte as well. I'm like, okay, it still kind of makes sense. But then I did start to notice it a lot more. And it almost did kind of take away a little bit of putting the women on the same level as the men. Because he was kind of coddling them, checking on them after every spot. And there was a couple that you pointed out, and you're like, there's no way that if that was Rollins and Owens, that he would be checking them on that.
Yeah, the suicide dive. The suicide dive into the cage. Rollins did that like 3 times in a row. Ref didn't even get out of the fucking ring.
Right.
They did it once, and the ref just comes flying out of the ring. You just see him jump out of the ring, and he's already in their face before they even hit the ground.
Right.
Like, it was getting annoying. It's just these things that they're doing production-wise are getting really annoying. The camera views are awful.
Oh, there were several missed
especially
spots.
in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the crowd. They didn't even follow them out there. They just stood there. And you couldn't see anything, really.
Right.
That might have been for the best, because they were trying to punch each other and it wasn't looking good.
And it didn't look too bad, but maybe it's because how far the camera was.
Sasha was punching Charlotte, but Charlotte was almost no-selling it, and she was about to punch it, but then she realized Sasha threw a punch. So then she'd be like,
yeah.
Like, it was like a delayed reaction. It was like a Chinese punch or something. So it was a delayed fucking punch. Yeah, it's like women don't have quite the brawling aspect part down, the punching anyway.
Which there were some great spots that you could tell they were trying to set up and just didn't really work out because of the size of women, in particular Sasha.
Yeah, that was very evident when it came to the table spots.
Even the first table, the way that it broke, the announcer table, and that's a table that's meant to collapse. That's what they do. And she bounced off of it, and then it was like the second time she comes down on it, that's when it collapsed. And the whiplash, if Sasha wasn't injured before this, you know, what's the SummerSlam match and everything, she's got to be feeling it. Because there were a couple times, even the ending, I wasn't sure if that's how it was supposed to happen, where she got thrown on twice, and the second time she just rolls off and right into the whatever it's called, the natural selection.
Right.
But then even the way that Charlotte fell off into the table, and it kind of, I think she was supposed to land on it and it wasn't supposed to break, maybe.
Right.
And then the fucking fans, that pissed me off because they were booing them because it didn't break properly. Some shit like, fuck off.
Because it collapsed just from Charlotte landing on it.
Right. Yeah, it's just the end.
And I think she was supposed to, if she was supposed to go through it, she didn't go through it at the right angle or really at any velocity.
Right.
And I think she was supposed to lay on it.
They don't weigh enough.
Yeah.
Well, Charlotte might. I mean, she weighs obviously not a shit ton, but she got more weight to her than fucking Sasha.
Oh, yeah. Sasha,
those two monitors that are on the fucking table have more weight to them than Sasha. That's why she bounced like that, and she kept bouncing off the tables because she can't break them.
That was ugly. It was brutal. But yeah, they beat the fuck out of each other. You even mentioned a local match that we went to where they had women that you could tell they were trying to to say, hey, we're just as good as the men, and they beat the fuck out of each other. There was a time when they roll out of the ring and they're right in front of us because we were like, I think front row at this local indie show. It looked like they were stiff as shit, and that's kind of what this match reminded us of is just beating the fuck out of each other, throwing each other around and not really giving a shit.
I just think that this match was match of the night. I think that what these two girls did is
women.
They proved everyone who thought the women's revolution was a joke.
It was women, not girls.
And not like girls, not divas.
I like how you said the diva thing was a joke, but you call them girls.
All right, these women.
There you go.
Went out there and stole the show.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I feel that Sasha is far behind Charlotte. I think Charlotte carried this match for the most part. I feel that Charlotte is the women's revolution right now. She's the reason why it's where it is right now.
I don't know. I disagree just because Charlotte, she had a long way to go for me coming from NXT to the main roster. I felt she struggled in her first reign as champion on the main roster. It was kind of brutal to watch. Her heel tendencies are awesome. I hate that she is like, I don't even want to call it pandering to the crowd, but she like taunts a little bit too much. And there's certain things that just bothers me about Charlotte. I definitely think she's awesome. And obviously her and Sasha both were supposed to headline this. They were more than capable to headline this pay-per-view and, go out with a huge bang. I don't know. To me, I really like Sasha. I like a lot of the selling she does, a lot of the small parts that she puts into the matches, that they're the little details that at the end of the day aren't huge, but they're big for me when I'm watching, and it makes it seem like it's less friendship between them, because I'm sure they're friends on the outside, and the way that these two women go at it definitely seems like they legitimately fucking hate each other, and they throw in the little details. So I like Sasha a lot.
I didn't say I didn't like Sasha. I just think that Charlotte is like the Ric Flair of the women's division, and Sasha's kind of like a step or two behind. She's like, I don't know how to explain it in layman. Like, she's just not at that caliber.
The Lex Luger.
The Lex
not
Luger.
The Lex Luger.
the Lex Luger of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, she's more like Sid of the Four Horsemen. She's like Tully, you know what I mean? She's in it, but she's not it. Charlotte,
to win it,
she has the character she makes you pay attention to her, and when she's in the ring, you're not watching a female wrestler, you're watching a wrestler, and that's how I feel when I watch Charlotte. But when I watch Sasha, I see very like old, like, I don't know how to explain it. She's just not.
Well, I think that's because Sasha's hotter.
Maybe.
That's probably why.
No, I feel the same way about. I think Nikki Bella's at that caliber of a Sasha, or as a Charlotte.
Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe not in ring performer, but
are you smoking the
character-wise.
catnip with your cat?
Character-wise.
Maybe promo-wise. I mean, she's entertaining to watch for different aspects. I'm talking about Nikki Bella. I don't, as far as wrestling,
I didn't say
don't
wrestling.
think she's
I meant,
all
like,
that
character.
entertaining. Okay, like heelish type.
Yeah. There's nothing about
character.
Sasha that makes me want to pay attention to her. I guess that's the best way to put it.
No, that's a lie. I was paying attention to her like crazy at the end of that match.
For other reasons. Come on, we've done so well.
That's the one thing that we were questioning about men was the wearing the Speedo type trunks. Mm-hmm. Like, I never understand why a guy would actually willingly choose to wear that, because it just doesn't make any sense. Like, half you get a wedgie, it's up your ass. I don't know why you wouldn't wear shorts or pants or something to that effect. But with the girls,
Old School Pride, they used to wear it.
who? Milton Bradley? What?
Pride.
Who?
Pancrase.
Oh, Pride. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand that shit either.
Yeah, I think it's just a nod to the old school style.
I don't know. It just feels like you want to get a good bulge going, so that's what you want to use.
Yeah.
So, but with chicks, they obviously wear it to look good. Like they know that's half or more of the battle sometimes, is to look good while they're wrestling. That's why they wear like low cut shit, and you can see their tits and ass hanging out half the time.
Right.
But with Sasha, though, it's like, I'd tell Charlotte after, like, the first one, like, hey, can you stop wedging these things even more up my ass? Like,
and it was like 6 or 7 of them.
And you think the ref would have been like, psst.
No, he's not going to say that.
He's already down there fucking checking on him on every spot. Might as well be like, hey, your fucking right cheek is just hanging out. And then Charlotte just fucking hooks him up even more. I mean, she looked like Rikishi by the end of that match. She's just like, but a much, much better version.
Okay, I was going to say, I sort of see the parallel.
I mean, she just hoofed him all the way up there, and it just seemed like that's just an uncomfortable way to lose. Like, just that crap way wedged up your ass and you're getting pinned. I think that's the reason why the ref counted so fast. She's like,
Please.
So, to give credit to Shane, on our Let's Play, Sasha did lose to Charlotte with the natural selection.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yep, he called it, even though he was playing as Sasha and lost the match.
Damn it. Well, what I was going to say is if you want to take me to the casinos, I get a cut of what you win. That's fine. But then,
you got all 3 matches right, man.
I did.
All 3 of the Hell in a Cell matches.
And I went 1 for 3.
And you went 1 for 3.
Intentionally. It's called storytelling.
Yep. It was very good, except the women's match ended in 5 minutes in your version. It didn't go the 20 minutes that it did here.
It was awful. I can't kick out.
Maybe neither can Sasha, apparently. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That thing was so, if she would have hooked the leg, Sasha would have been exposed. Like, good thing she didn't hook her leg. That's all I could think of.
Yeah.
Is a good thing she didn't hook her leg because stuff would have blown out.
Oh yeah.
I think she did. Did she hook the leg? No, she didn't hook the leg. She just laid on top.
laid
Maybe
on her.
1 or... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I remember they kind of did get a view. I remember they did do an up leg view for a second when she landed, when she fell off the table.
Yeah.
And I remember you could see like that already. So if she did hook the leg, it would have been... It would have been free balling. But yeah, overall, the Sasha Charlotte match was definitely match of the night. Owens and Seth was a close second for me. I did like how that match go down. I did like that aspect of the heel nature where it's 2-on-1, the babyface fighting from the bottom. I did like that nature of the match. The spots were good. I thought they did a good job. They could have probably done half those spots without a Hell in a Cell, but it's the venue. It's the name of the fucking pay-per-view.
Right.
So it's got to be in there.
Yeah, and they like I said earlier, they did a good job at kind of differing each of the cells. I want to lean towards kind of a B- on this one, but maybe that's being a little too generous, just based on how much the Kevin Owens and the Owens Rollins and Sasha Charlotte match stood out to me. I think that's why I'm kind of leaning in the B- realm for me on this.
Yeah, C+.
C+. All right.
C-.
C-.
Nothing really, like, I don't know. For Hell in a Cell, they were all kind of flat except for the women's title match. When you think Hell in a Cell, you try to live up to like the Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley matches, and they don't.
We're long past that. I think they did good for not being able to do those kind of things and not jumping off a cell like Shane.
Yeah, I mean, that match wasn't even that good, but Bret Hart and Owen Hart had a steel cage match that's personally my favorite of all time. They had no blood, no weapons, no nothing, but it's told a story. And these matches just don't tell a story, except for Sasha and Charlotte. They told a story.
Oh, I don't know. Matt he just was talking about how the story in the Rollins and Owens was 2 heels trying to retain the belt, teaming up, the babyface trying to overcome and
yeah. Did you not hear that part, Mike?
I did hear that part, but I just
you and your
feel
cat
that
token up.
It wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. It just wasn't that creative.
That's fine.
I don't know.
It's
the rest
2-1.
of the matches
it was a 2-on-1.
weren't.
There's no story to really tell. Guy got his ass kicked by 2 guys. That's not, you know what I mean?
That are
What story
heels.
is there to
That's
tell
what they
that?
do. And Kevin Owens retained.
And he almost came back. He almost
How
believed
about
he almost believed he won when he killed the fat guy through the table.
But the damn Canadian made sure it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Canadian American, because he was born in New York.
Yeah, see, it was the Canadians versus Rollins.
America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Merc.
They're the New Heart Foundation.
There you go.
2 people. I like it.
Rollins is the new Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody
Pretty
knows
close.
Canada like Shawn Michaels.
He should start. He should start putting the flag up his nose and
Yeah, that's what he just said.
yeah.
I think that's what he
Oh, the nose. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, shove it, or start humping it in the middle of the ring. Fornicate with the flag.
That for some reason that's what came to my mind when he said nose. I was
That's
thinking
what I'm talking about.
intimately was him humping the flag.
Oh, yeah, that
Wow,
too.
the way you have sex is really weird. if you use your nose.
No, remember Shawn Michaels took the Canadian flag and like put it up his nose, and then the next week he
Right,
goes,
yeah,
We
I
know
know.
that.
It was wordplay, and
Yeah.
I missed the wordplay and went right to the intimacy with the Canadian flag.
Yeah, well, apparently.
Anyways.
You watched too much Red Rooster as a kid, and you peck away. The fuck is wrong with you?
That's my boy,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Terry Taylor's the man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Shane. That's my boy. Peck
Yeah.
that shit.
That's what he was saying.
Slam that thing. God, that's an image you can never get out of your head. Just fucking head Shane's head slamming. Anyway. All
On
right.
that note,
Fuck.
Thanks for ruining my night, Matt. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, you and your cat can smoke and have and dream away all this. All right, that concludes our review of Hell in a Cell 2016.
Hell, in the cell.
Or the cell, whatever. I swear as a kid it was the cell.
It's a cell.
Hell in the cell. In the cell, whatever. I love how they do it, hashtag HIAC. It's like, really? You put the fucking A in the...
right?
You don't do that, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's always how it's been, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Am I just never watched this shit before?
Yeah, but
I don't know shit about
you're right.
Twitter.
You're right, though. Normally you wouldn't include the A.
Yeah.
In abbreviations.
Even
or-
when I've
or
been doing all
whatever.
this, it's been HIC.
Right.
Yeah, that new sex
HIV.
virus.
Exactly.
That shit that Mike has.
HIC.
Yeah.
Damn it, that means I have it.
There's no cure.
You pecked him?
Which means Matt has it through osmosis.
Oh,
By
man.
osmosis.
It's one of those. You breathe it
Aw.
in this tiny room. Anyways, and that concludes.
Do you ever want to hear a great story of fucking Raven doing some shoot interviews where they used to strap a dildo to the top of their head? And They
Yeah.
called it the Rhino.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard those, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's great. They were talking about using a slip and slide in the middle of a hotel and strapping it to somebody's head and trying
Saturn.
and had a chick at the. Was it Saturn's head?
Yeah.
Yeah, and fucking and they would slide them down the fucking slip and slide, and there'd be a chick at the end with her legs open,
Oh my gosh.
and they're trying to fucking get it in there, but he couldn't get far enough, so he tried to use a fire extinguisher to get some propulsion. and so Raven goes to slide him. He hits the fire extinguisher, blows all the fire extinguisher shit in Raven's face, and doesn't quite make it. But then it turns out because they've been watering it, they're flooding the hotel.
Oh fuck.
And so security comes flying around the corner, and so Saturn's bolting, running with his dildo strapped to the top of his head and naked, running down the hallway. Raven's choking because he can't breathe because he just got hit with fucking extinguisher fumes.
Oh my god.
It's a fascinating story.
It's on the high
that's
spots
awesome.
chain. If you still have the high spots thing, it's on
Oh,
there.
perfect. I think I do. I'll check that out.
Check out any shoot interview with Perry Saturn if he's asked any of that stuff. It's fucking fantastic. Dude has some of the craziest fucking stories I've ever heard.
I believe it. Look at Paris Saturn.
Oh, he talked about using Moppy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
He fucked a chick with Moppy, but he put a condom on it. And they're like, "Why did you put the condom on it?" He's like, "I gotta carry that thing around."
Then they asked about Terry, and she's like, "We were just friends. We were just friends." Like he gave a weird wink though. It was so weird.
All right, that concludes this review. I swear of Hell in a Cell.
We were reviewing it.
We were reviewing it. Now you guys listen to three people talk about guys with dildos on their heads.
For your entertainment.
Next time we're together, we should find a chick and do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we can do that.
Yeah, let's just find that. Let's just start doing that.
My wife listens to this, you asshole.
Oh, it's
It's
okay.
mine.
It's not yours. Strap on. Doesn't count.
That's
Not
true.
you.
That's a,
Or she's a
it's
skateboard
not yours,
'cause
so it doesn't
that way.
count. And plus, it's in a different area code.
Yeah. Well, she's a skateboard though. We'll be all right. It'll be better because that way it doesn't stop.
Oh, man.
Overall, I give it a C plus. Mike
Yeah.
gives it a C minus.
And B minus.
You give it a B minus.
I was pretty positive on it.
Aren't you nice? Well, thanks again to everybody that listens to this whole fucking thing. Anybody
Oh,
that
man.
does, you're
Yeah,
a champ.
If you made it all the way through.
You joined the Titanic as we went sinking, or as the Armageddon meteor blew.
You know, we're supposed to go
Whatever
20
the fuck
minutes,
it
and
was.
this has been an hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
job.
do some cutting. Your cat interrupted.
I was gonna say like the entire last half hour.
No.
I don't know. It's kind of funny. I might just leave this half hour and cut out all the wrestling stuff.
This is our review. Perry Saturn stories.
Review Hell in the Cell and it's just fucking Barry Saturn with a dildo on his head. Okay. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page at Comic Movie Marks. Make sure you check out our podcast on iTunes or in the Google Play Store at Comic Movie Marks.
Be sure to follow us along on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, and the Instagram at Comic Movie Marks.
What's your favorite color dildo, Mike?
Purple.
Okay. That's going to be your final words. All right. In case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.